Good evening. There is no such thing as privacy on the internet. It's a bit of a cliche, but as we as a society continue to increase our digital presence, our chances of attack go up significantly.
In tonight's special report, News Channel 20's Evan Peterson introduces us to a couple of the people in charge of helping us stay safe.
When you think of security, protection, your mind takes you to images of police, firefighters, paramedics, and soldiers. While they do protect you, there's one other lifeline you're not recognizing. I want to introduce you to that fifth defender, an individual you may never see. And in this story, you won't. Because of what they do, we kept their identity concealed for their safety. Let's take a look at the FBI's Central Illinois Cybersecurity Squad. Before the 20th century, this is what Americans considered to be the new frontier, the Wild West, a place of cowboys, horses, and the unknown. But now, in 2015, the next domain, the cyber world, an intangible place of convenience where information and accessibility are at your fingertips. But just like the Old West, bandits will still take advantage of innocent people.
The information posted online oftentimes can allow people to get insight into your family and other aspects of your life, and that opens up a lot of avenues that would have a negative effect on both your life and your credit.
Everything's done on the internet, from business to social media to just everyday contact.
We are building our lives around technology, but with all this information out there, are we prepared to defend it? In short, yes.
The FBI does a wide range of investigations. Our 5 main ones are counterterrorism, counterintelligence, weapons of mass destruction, criminal, and cyber.
According to the Internet Crime Complaint Center, also known as IC3, last year they received nearly 270,000 cyber complaints, and Illinois being one of the most targeted states in the U.S., with approximately 8,000 attacks last year.
The Central Illinois cyber crimes that we see, it's a wide range, from healthcare to financial institutions to small businesses to large Fortune 500 companies.
And their victims aren't chosen at random.
Cyber is really organized crime just on the internet. These are not lone wolf individuals out there targeting big businesses, small businesses, financial institutions. It's groups of people working together.
A lot of times they will research your online presence, figure out your family, your friends, information about you. More advanced attackers will do this for a long period of time, and then they'll use some form of social engineering. They may send an email that's tailored to someone in your contact list to look like a trustworthy contact.
Frauds and scams are popular cyber attacks. Once they learn about their victims, they build a story that plays off your personality, trying to increase the odds of you buying it.
You have to think of a business. Many of them come to work like we would, 9 to 5, go in, basically have a list of what they're going to run that day, what they're going to say, what scams they're going to target.
You may be saying to yourself, how does someone fall for these scams? These stories or scripts that these criminals tell us are obviously fake. Well, maybe it doesn't sound believable to you, but when it's sent out to thousands of people, it only takes one person to believe it for a crime to occur.
They'll pull on it for years before they even ask for what they're after.
And it's the FBI's Cyber Squad who is responsible for bringing them to justice, made up of numerous teams, with each member tasked with a portion of solving the crime.
When we arrive on site, agents usually drive, and I'm a technical resource. When we come back here, the investigations, we work collaboratively together to further the investigation.
The FBI works hard to help anyone and everyone they can. However, their resources are limited, and because of that, they can't help everybody. Primarily focusing on high-risk victims, institutions, and businesses with a lot to lose, meaning you have to take your security into your own hands.
There's no silver bullet tool that's going to protect you against cybercrime if the adversary is very adamant about exploiting you in some way.
First, stay knowledgeable about security settings for digital programs you use. The tighter your security, the better protected you are. Second, monitor financial statements. Know where your money's going. Third, be suspicious of unusual emails or phone calls. Keep sensitive information private. Fourth, don't post information online in any form if you don't want someone to see it. Lastly, back up all information in case of a compromise.
As long as you take those precautions and make it as difficult as possible for the attacker, then you're usually ahead of the curve.